Kajol, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Kajol, your new film We Are Family is your second film this year after My Name is Khan. In that film, you played a mother who loses her son. In We Are Family, your children lose their mother. What, according to you, is the greater pain?
I think the greater pain would be to lose your child, because I think that is something that is, it's unimaginable. I don't think any parent can ever go through anything worse or wish anything like that on anybody, even on their worst enemies, as they put it. So I think, and as children, somewhere down the line, yes, it's sad when you lose a parent, but because you are children, because you are resilient, because you have a whole life ahead of you, and of course you have one parent at least, it somehow you bounce back.
Right.
You know, you will bounce back. You have that tendency to bounce back. But when a parent loses a child, it's I think it's something it's just too horrible to imagine.
खाने का वक्त हो गया है. डॉक्टर्स कहते हैं पोस्ट ट्रॉमेटिक स्ट्रेस डिसऑर्डर में लोग अपना ख्याल रखना भूल जाते हैं. इसमें अपना ख्याल रखना है.
Just shut up! Just shut up! तुम सुन रहे हो मैं क्या कह रही हूँ? हमने उसे मार डाला. We have killed him.
Kajol, how do you prepare for a role? What kind of preparation goes in?
Should I sound intellectual or should I,
No,
should I tell you the truth?
No, just give it to us straight.
Well, actually, there's not a lot of preparation that goes into it. It's mostly in your head.
Okay.
Really, the preparation is in your head. Like when you read a script, you have a script in front of you, and you read the script, and you know scene to scene to scene to scene how you're going to graph it, how you're going to graph the character, how it's going to play itself out, and you have an idea in your head. You have a vague idea in your head, which you try to crystallize when you're acting, when you're actually acting, but at the same time sometimes you surprise yourself. So I don't know, it's just something that kind of comes about, and hopefully if you have a good director on hand, which fortunately for me I do most of the time, I think you manage to take out quite a lot.
Okay, you know, when you're playing a mum on screen and you watch the film, does it look convincing? Does it look real, or does it look like make-believe? Does it feel like you're acting?
No, I'm completely convinced. I'm completely convinced. When I think I've always been like that. I'm a mother hen figure basically. I mean, if you ask any of my friends, I'm like mothering them quite a bit.
Okay.
So I am that kind of a person also, and in real life, and in real life, therefore, it is very easy for me to kind of don that character.
What I mean is, acting on screen, is it more exaggerated?
Well, I don't think it should be.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be, and I've tried not to make it so.
Okay.
In most of my things, most of my films, I don't think that I've tried to exaggerate motherhood per se.
Okay.
Into, you know, something more than it is.
Sure.
As such.
Okay. Is your daughter old enough to see a film like We Are Family and not be disturbed by it, to know that it's just a movie, mom's just doing a job? You
know, I don't think any child can watch a film like that. I mean, I was, I think, 12 years old when my mother's film released, Hathi Mere Sathi or something like that. And at that point in time, I didn't speak to her for 3 days.
Okay.
I mean, I was old enough to understand that this was just a movie and stuff like that, but I could not understand why she did that to the elephant. I was like, you know, you're a villain, you're a horrible person to do that. How could you do that? That's like, you know, terrorizing an animal. You blamed the elephant. I was in like, me and my sister have both not spoken to her for 3 days after that, and she kept trying to convince us that it's just a movie, calm down.
Okay.
So I don't think you're ever old enough really to, you know, forgive a movie basically.
Okay, okay. You know, two heroine films are usually a breeding ground for trouble. Kareena and you apparently got along famously while making this movie.
We did.
Were you surprised?
Yes.